So a very, very warm welcome for the Sunday morning, and thank you for sparing time to be here for the webinar. Today we are presenting a collaboration between two companies called WeLearn, which is a co-learning space especially for visual arts, and with Let's Unbound. So Let's Unbound is an organization which is helping and mentoring kids, to learn coding, maths, and for their prep test. So yeah, we can move on to the next slide. Yeah, so just a brief background about both the companies. WeLearn is supporting and mentoring students to develop their portfolios for visual arts and for STEM projects also. It focuses mainly on the creative skills and the problem solving skills, which can be developed again a particular student, and like encourages to showcase a tangible product, a tangible, say a project for an artwork. And Let's Unbound is like offering personalized tutoring for the academic growth of the students. It customizes and it's going to, make a program which is completely tailor-made for you to suit your particular requirements and the needs, and it strengthens your subject content knowledge. So the combination or the merging or the collaboration, the joining hands of both the companies has been planned in a way that you get best of both the worlds, coming from a math, logical to reasoning with the creative like aptitude and lateral thinking. It is going to like incorporate visual concepts, with a very innovative methodology to understand mathematical and coding concepts. And of course, it's going to bring in freshness to you of what you have learned within the school and how you're going to learn the concept with us. So I would like to introduce Miss Kavita. She's representing Let's Unbound. Miss Kavita is a young, enthusiastic faculty who loves coding. It's her passion. And she's a developer herself, and she loves to develop new platforms for her students. We have Aditya sir coming from the WeLearn. He's a fine artist, and he specializes in preparing content and curriculum for students based on their specifications. Yes, so over to you now. I wish you all the best.
Okay. Hello. Good morning. So should we start? Okay, fine. So why this course? Basically, we came to a conclusion that math is not just a thing that can be solved on paper. We can, do a actual understanding of it in our day-to-day lives. So it improves your skills. It will build you a portfolio, make your complex subjects very easier. You will gain a valuable problem solving skills, and during this process you will create your own portfolio and how you face these problems. Next slide please. What is the benefit of the course? So no more memorizing. Like I remember when I was learning math, we had to learn all the formulas and everything. So this course will go away from memorizing and understanding it. You solve the problems in a creative way, and it will be a cooler way to learn new skills. Next slide please. Why learning art? Like through art, so visual sense is the first sense which will help you to understand math faster, and art and math goes together. Next thing is visual learning. What is visual learning is, if I tell you a problem on paper and if I tell you a problem in practical through visuals, the visual sense will let you learn more faster than a written product. So visual learning. Next slide please. Yeah, so we'll start with this concept. What is Fibonacci? So you guys might have learned this concept in your classes. So Fibonacci sequence is in this world. It is a concept in beauty. It is a concept in math. So it's basic. You add the two numbers first, and then you get the third number. Then you add the last two numbers and you get the next number. So it's like 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, 5, 8, 8, 13, and so on and so forth. Next slide, please. So where do you find this Fibonacci sequence? So in the whirlpools, in your face, in the galaxy, how it's made. So it's basic. It's everywhere. Next slide, please. So you might have seen this painting of Mona Lisa. So why is it attractive? It is because of this Fibonacci sequence. The eyes move from your hand to the background, then to the mouth, and then to the eyes. This is how you understand the painting. This is how you understand the galaxy. This is how you understand flowers. Next is the Great Wave. This is one more painting from a Japanese artist who made this thing, and it's basic. You can see the Fibonacci sequence in the painting itself because of the wave. Third is the girl with the pearl earring. Your attraction point starts from the bottom and it ends to the eye. Next slide, please. So observation round. Where do you find this Fibonacci sequence in this world? Can you tell us? Hello?
Come on, that's a rapid fire round. You guys need
Come
to
on.
back. Come on, Anusha, Niranjan, Simon. Where do you see these like objects in your daily life? Have you been to the seashore? Have you seen shells? Have you seen sunflower? Come on.
Snails, for that matter.
Snails also, yes.
So the movement of sunflower is also in the same way. So when you do your selfie, right, you find yourself in one of the corners, right? When you're holding your hand, when you're holding the phone, you find yourself in one of the corners. That makes your Fibonacci sequence. Hello? Yeah, so these are the answers. So you can find it in small things like a cat is sleeping, or in the staircase, or in the flowers also. And the right and top corner is the snail.
Kavita.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hi Rishika.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, so we have already started with the presentation. And yes, Aditya sir is taking the slides. Are you familiar with Fibonacci series?
Yes,
Good. Then this is a one good question for you as well.
Yes.
Okay, so you know what is Fibonacci sequence, right? You add the first two numbers and you get the third number. But how will you see this if you haven't seen it through your eyes? So basically, Fibonacci sequence is everywhere in this world. It's in the photos that we take. It's in the flowers. It's in the architecture. It's in the galaxy, the whirlpools. It's in our eyes also, and in our DNA also. So this sequence is found everywhere. Just the thing is, you understand this through math by adding the two numbers. But how we will teach you is, we will combine the math and the art part. We combine that and you get a portfolio where you understand math easily. Next slide, please. So this is a quiz. What comes next in the Fibonacci sequence?
So I guess, Aditya, we have 4 participants here and we'll assign each one question for one of the kids.
Fine.
Right, Anusha, Niranjan, Rishika, are you in for this quiz?
Hello?
It will be fun.
Hello?
Hi, everyone. Let's try to speak up for these questions. If you don't know the concept, we can try it again. Anusha.
Come on, it's a fun game, yaar. Come on, there's nothing serious about it. Let's just play this game. Okay,
Yes, Simon.
Okay, Simon is in. Okay, who else? Come on, Rishika, Niranjan. Come on, Anusha. Let's play this
Okay.
game.
So first
Mine would be A. Mine would be 21.
Okay, he's going for 21. What's the answer?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check the answer. But can you explain first why do you think it is 21? Do you want to try, Simon?
Yeah.
Okay, why 21?
Okay. Okay, in the sequence I'm saying like because you add a number by the subsequent. So if you add their meaning, I would add to go to the next, then I would say 13 plus 8. Which
Very
would
good.
give me, which would give me 21.
Okay,
Very
fine.
That's how I
Correct.
understood it. Yeah.
Yeah,
The answer is 21. Very good.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, congratulations to Simon. Okay, next question.
So,
Which of these famous objects is related to the Fibonacci sequence? The spiral on a snail, the number of days in a week, a square pyramid, the number of colors in a rainbow.
oh, we have
Niranjan, can you
Simon again.
answer? Yeah.
So Simon is
Simon.
ready with the answer,
Okay.
I guess. But if anybody else,
Hey, I would. Correct.
okay, I think Simon, you can go. Simon, you can answer. If you are aware,
Okay, mine I would say it is A. So they're saying which of the following objects is related to the Fibonacci sequence. I think that is the spiral of the shell, because a Fibonacci sequence, that sequence that is it begins as a small, it is in form of spiral. It begins from a small point, then it goes outward into a bigger sequence. So mine
Yeah.
would be A. 20.
Correct. Correct.
very good. So we know now. We have seen so many examples. So yes, that's the right answer.
If you add any two numbers in the Fibonacci sequence, what do you get? The number that's multiple of 3, the next number in the sequence, a primary number, a perfect square.
I think
Anusha?
Ansha, yeah, and Niranjan, you can try this one. Come on, it's just
Yeah, it's just a fun game. I mean,
yeah.
it's okay. Even if your answers are not right, it's fine. We're just playing over here. It has to be a fun learning space. Come on, I'm
Maths
going to call up. So, Miss Kavita, let's call Niranjan to answer the quiz number 3. Come on. Yeah, Niranjan, switch on the video, please, and let's go for your question number 3.
It's a number that's a multiple of 3.
Okay.
You
So,
opt for option A.
okay.
Okay. Anybody else who have another opinion? Anusha? Okay, we have Simon also. He has raised hand. You can also opt for an option, Simon.
Okay, mine I think would be B. But I'm saying if you add two numbers in the Fibonacci sequence, what do you get? I think you get the next number in the sequence. So that is how the Fibonacci sequence is found. Thank you.
Yeah.
If we check, the
answer is-
answer is B.
So, Niranjan, it's not that it's wrong answer. Just the thing is, it's not in the sequence. Some
Right.
numbers are divisible by 3, some numbers are not. So 5 is not divisible by 3. 13 is not divisible by 3. Some of them are, some of them are not. It's okay.
So this is the last question. So Anusha, I think you should try this for sure. This is the
How
last.
do you find the next number in the Fibonacci sequence? Add 1 to the previous number, add the two previous numbers together, multiply the previous two numbers, subtract the previous number from 10.
Anusha, you want to try? Niranjan, you want to try this question? The hint is this and question number 3 are like very, very correlated
yeah.
questions. If you know the third question, then you will be able to solve this one. So Simon knows the answer. Simon, you can let us know your option.
My option is B, because to get Fibonacci sequence, you should add the previous two numbers, then it gives you the next number in the sequence. That is how I understood it. Thank you.
Thank you. That's actually the right answer.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
So I think Simon understood most of the question. Niranjan, Anusha, if you have any question regarding the concept, please let us know now, because we are gonna jump into something very amazing right now. I mean, we are doing two things in this webinar. One is understanding the math concept and then gonna put it into the coding. So if we have understood the concept very well, we will be able to do good and we'll be able to understand the coding part. So any questions from you two? Is maths hard? Do you
No,
think
ma'am.
maths is hard? Anusha, do you like math? I think you're not audible. I can see, Anusha, you have unmuted yourself, but you're not audible. So if you want to type, you can type it in the chat also, so that we are able to know what you tried to convey. So I'm going to hop into the next part, which is coding for us, okay? Now, we have learned what is Fibonacci series. It's one of the very, very good and well-known, concept in mathematics, where we have a sequence of numbers, because we know math is all about numbers. You have main numbers from 0 to 9, and then all the other numbers are constructed by making a combination of all these numbers, right? So there are a lot of different theorems, there are a lot of different concepts. As you gradually go upscale yourself class-wise in school, you end up learning so many different and important formulas that is useful for you to unlock some of the concepts that are there. How does galaxy work? How do we make the spaceship land? Because all of this is related to computing things, and maths is all about that. You compute, you try to get the answers from it, right? Using some of the formulas. Same thing we're gonna do here, but we're gonna make it much more fun by making it visually beautiful for us, because just writing down numbers 1 and 2, adding them up, it's not fun. How does programs work? How do we make games? Everything is maths. In real life, out of 100% time that you spend, almost 80% of your time is all about numbers, because it's all about the thinking that you develop while learning something in your life. And maths is that. It teaches you, your critical thinking gets developed. Encode math is the concept that we have developed, where we try to actually design these these good examples, which will actually give you the experience that, hey, I have this kind of formula, I want to make like a art. How do I combine these two? And encoding math is something like that. You try to bring tech and maths together, okay? We will not be playing this video. I can share it in the chat where you can see it offline, okay? It's a fun video which will give you a lot of good idea. So anybody who knows about Encode, what does Encode mean? Have anybody tried, messaging secret words so that no other third person can read out your secret messages? So sometimes you try to give some nicknames to it. And this is exactly that. You try to build some kind of message that only machine can understand and put it together out as a visual good art. So we are gonna do that. Before moving towards what curriculums we have and what concepts we'll be learning, I'm going to show you the main project that we have for Fibonacci series. Okay, so for that I'm going to share my screen again. Is my screen visible to all of you? Okay, is this part visible to you? Do you feel like you're going somewhere in the deep? Niranjan, do you think the design, this graphic that we have on the right side, so this is a little program that we have developed. We just explored how Fibonacci series look like, right? It starts from the center, its roll out, and the radius keeps on increasing every time. Correct? So what we did right now, we wrote a program here, which is on the left side. And then we have a preview, which is like an output, a visual thing for us to see. Up till now, we actually just saw the design that we have, which is, let's say, let me open this particular staircase. Oh, I think the best one is this. We can see that it is starting from the center and rolling out quite big, right? Same concept we are trying to do here, but actually in a bigger version by doing it in code. You try to combine the code to make something like that. We are using a platform here called P5, which you will be exploring in the coming courses. This is one of the platform given where you write some code, you try to tell them that, hey, I want a canvas and I want to draw. Because in real life, we use canvas to draw, right? Everybody uses Canva. We have a paper and a pen. This is something like that. This platforms gives us a Canva and we can draw so many things. This is just an example to print out the Fibonacci series. Okay? Anybody wants to know what is written on the left side? Anybody?
Yes.
Okay, Simon
Yes.
wants to know. Simon, tell me your favorite color. One color.
I like green, especially I like green.
Oh, I like green too. Let me pick up the code for the error. From here, here we have, I'm going to take the code of the green here, which is this, okay? This is like the hash code. We really need this. And I'm going to do something amazing. I'm going to change this color to this color and I'm going to run it again. Do you see? Now one part of the square has a different color. Niranjan, you want to try give me another color which you like? We can structure it out in a way we want it to represent. So I'm going to move over and tell some of the parts here of the code. Like Simon said, here we have written code. We have way different concepts here in which one of them is color. When you want to draw something, you need color, right? We also have black and white sketching, but I like colors and I hope you too like colors. So I want to paint everything with colors. So I have chosen 4 different colors because we are using squares here and majorly we only need 4 squares, because if we deep dive into how we need to draw the Fibonacci series, we start with a small box, we replicate it, we then mirror it, and then we replicate it, then we mirror it. So that's the whole concept we have written here. We have taken 4 different colors because we will end up with 4 numbers, which are 0, 1, 1, and 2, right? Because Fibonacci series is a combination of previous 2 numbers. So take the colors, you create a setup for yourself. Over here, we have written a function. Function is another coding word which you will be learning, but just a shortcut. It is like a command that you're giving to your computer that, hey, I want a canvas. So you create the canvas. I need a piece of code that is going to create a Fibonacci numbers for me. I want to set up my canvas with a minimum scale. So these are some small commands that I've written, which the computer will obviously understand. And then we will move towards, the computer will move towards making the sketch for us, and then we'll approve it. If it is not what we want, then we will change it, okay? Are we good till now? Anusha, Niranjan, any doubts till now?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Niranjan, then you can tell me your favorite color. I can add your color too.
Ma'am, red.
Red? You like red? Okay, let me pick red then. Let me pick red from here. I want to add here. So I have to remove the previous color to add yours. So I removed it. I'm gonna run it and did this. See? Now we have yours and Simon's color over here. So 4 boxes, 4 colors, and that's how you divide the canvas, okay? Great. Now, we have 3 functions here. And like I said, functions actually mean command that we are giving to the computer, okay? We have one function that is creating a Fibonacci series. And if you see the line number 43, it actually means it is trying to create the answer, like the current Fibonacci numbers, by computing the previous 2 numbers, okay? So this is the main logic around the Fibonacci series. I'm sorry for the background noise. Okay. Everybody understood this part, 43 line number? Good. One cool thing that I can show you here is this. This is, yeah, Simon, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am, I have a question.
Tell me.
And my question is, like, I can see this is like programming. In the next coming lessons, are we going to learn all this and what should be done? Because I'm here seeing push, piv, what, so all those one meaning, are we supposed to know them? Because now for coding, I think there are specific words we should use. One person, you don't just use your words, so maybe what you expect the machine to know. There are those words that are designed for us to follow. So are we going to learn all these ones? You are showing us the canvas, how to create the canvas, how to put the colors, so that maybe we come with the Fibonacci series like this one on the right. Thank you.
Exactly, Simon. We have this whole program structured in a way where you will be learning each of these commands. You know, what is const, what is let, what is function, what is setup, canvas. You have these, you can see like there are so many different words here. The translate, rectangle. I mean, I give a shortcut to you. It's rect written, but it actually means rectangle. Then you have rotate here, you have scale here. There are a lot of new things, Simon, for you and for others as well. But we're gonna learn each of them in this course. This is just a webinar, so we are exploring so that we know, like, hey, I have heard of this canvas, because when you talk about combining these 2 concepts, you need to know what we're gonna do, right? So this webinar is gonna help you unlock those doubts so that you can see the bigger picture, that how can I actually merge maths and then arts together by using coding part, because we know computers can nowadays do everything for us, right? There are so many computer generated sketches, the AI generated sketches. How do they actually work? And everything is based on the code and maths concept. So yes, we will be learning. Don't worry about that. We are right here to solve each of your questions and make you, read all of these questions like as if you understand computer's language. I hope that answers your question. Okay, now I want to show you something very cool. So we have this 28 line number. We have this word called rotate, and it actually means that you are rotating something, okay? It's because it's a moving motion. You can see here we are trying to rotate. You can see here it is written -90. But what happens if I remove the minus from here? Any guesses? Anyone? Any guess? Will
Yes.
it perform the same way, or will it change somehow? This whole diagram will change. Yeah, Simon, you can let me know.
Okay, if you change the negative, because the negative shows the direction of rotation, because now I'm seeing it is rotating in the anti-clockwise. So if you remove the negative, then it will be rotating in the positive direction.
Very good.
And
Let's
that will
check
be
your answer.
clockwise.
Very nice. Very, very nice. So you can see the whole design got changed. It was moving in a different, the lines were different, the arc were different, and now it is different. So you can actually unlock so many different designs around here by just learning these commands, putting the maths concept, basically this one, and bring up some designs that can actually help show that you can convert maths into something beautiful. Okay, so this is just one example. All of these you will be learning, so don't worry about that. It's overwhelming, I know, but you will learn. So these are all small things that I've shown you. Let me show you one good project that we also have down the lane. This whole course, I have one more project. This one. If you see, I'm moving my particular mouse on this canvas. Every time, whenever you will be using this platform, it is called as canvas because we are drawing, right? Whenever we draw, we need canvas. So this is a canvas. I'm trying to move my mouse pointer, which you can think it as a brush here. And whenever I'm moving, you can see the shape here is changing. Is it visible to all of you? So every time I'm moving, it is actually changing the shape until it becomes a clear circle, right? And I have, and the whole team has been able to build this project by learning some of the concepts of math, which you can see here. We learn about the X, we learn about the Y, we have vertex, and then we have filling, we have colors. So these all things you will be learning, okay? This is just an example. Moving towards our main slide that we have. Let me move back to our slide. So we were talking about what is maths and what is Encode maths. Now we have explored that Encode maths actually means you are coding your mathematical concept to build a particular program. Okay? Our course actually consists of a lot of chapters, and all of these chapters have one or two maths concept in it. Has anyone learned about prime numbers in their school?
Yes,
Anybody?
ma'am. Yes,
Very
ma'am.
good. Can you give an
Yes,
example of the
yes.
prime number? Any example, any number that you think is prime?
And 3.
13.
13, very good. So we have prime numbers, but in school, nobody will tell us that we can build something very good with prime numbers. But over here, you will actually learn that with prime numbers, what more you can build, how you can use it in computers. We know shapes. We have triangle, we have octagon, hexagon. These shapes, we have made it in the geometry class, right? Like the way I just showed you a small video, every time I'm moving my mouse pointer, it is actually changing the shape. So how can I do that? Again, it's a maths concept, and we actually encoded it and made it visually as a program for us. Anybody who has learned about angles?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Square has how many angles? Can anybody answer me that?
Ma'am, 4. 4.
Each one of them is of what degree?
90 degree.
Very, very good. That's the right answer. So again, when you know these concepts, you know how to draw, right? When somebody asks us to make a car, we know where we have to curve it, how to make a straight line for it. So when you know maths concept, and agree with me, I hope you do, maths is everywhere in the life. And it is something that the more we understand, the more easy it becomes for us. Same way, these whole courses are developed in such a way that you will be exploring each one of them, learning about the math concepts, and then putting them into a coding program to build something very, very amazing. Moving towards the next slide, this is actually a small screenshot of showing you how many sessions will be there, on what dates it will be there, and what will be the name of the modules. So our program is gonna get started on 23rd of December, where it is currently being divided into 12 sessions. In 12 sessions, we are gonna be majorly covering 6 particular concepts of maths. We have color theory, loops, Pythagoras theorem. I think each one of you must have done this. We have to take the whole scale and then calculate it out. And at the last, you can see Fibonacci spiral, but which we did just today. We learned the concept and we try to see a little bit into the code. But each one of this, you can actually sit and do the coding. You will learn how to do it and you'll do the coding. So we will majorly be focusing, learn the concept and then put it into the code. Okay? Everybody clear about that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you for answering. Now we'll hop, I'll give it over to Neha ma'am, if you want to take it over.
Sure. So I would just like to understand that what did you take back as a new learning style in this last half an hour? So if we can have like one word from one student out here, it would be great. Should I start with Simon, because he's the most proactive guy here? Simon, one word which you take back from this new kind of the learning style.
Okay, I've learned much from the session of today. There are very many, even the Fibonacci series. I never heard about it, but when I saw it and the way you guys explained it was really nice. So at least I would say I've won. I came not knowing there existed a sequence called Fibonacci, but at least now I've got something about which I have to go with. I'm still learning, and every human will, everyone still has the capability to learn, because there are very many things out there we don't know.
Of course.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your words.
Thank you for giving us such a...
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, one word from Niranjan, and then from Anusha. One word. Come on, guys. One word. What did you learn? Something new? Or what did you feel while seeing something new? Come on, it's not so difficult.
Ma'am, I have interest with coding with Max. It's very interesting.
Very interesting. Okay. Can we have Anusha also and Sharangesh?
Type your answers if you're not
Okay, yeah,
not
sure.
willing to speak up. It's good if you can just type and let us know.
Yeah, that also works. Okay, so by the time the students are typing, I would just like to reiterate that we are opening up the registration. You can see the scan code once again on the screen, or we can share it with you. The classes, they start from 23rd, and it's going to be on for grades from students from grade 7 to 10. So one class is going to be divided into 2 parts. One is the coding part and one is from the arts point of view. So you have actually 6 sessions, but 12 short classes within that. Once you finish it, you get a certificate, which will be used for you by your college counselors to build up your student portfolio and your resumes. And by the end of the course, you will be able to get a small mini portfolio, which can also be helpful when you are kind of applying for your high school admission. So we are really looking forward to having this fun, interactive way to learn maths and coding. So do you have any questions for us? Yeah, you can see the scan code here and you can register. If you are registering right away within 23rd, then the cost of the fees is with a heavy discount coming from 15,000 to 9,900. Yeah, so we would really recommend you to enroll right away, not wasting a moment there. So yeah, you can scan the code up there, what you see on the right side of the screen. Does anybody have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Simon have one question.
Yes, Simon.
Okay, yeah, I'm really interested in such this, but now it's unfortunate that I'm across country. I'm in Africa, so I don't know. How would I be able to pay maybe for the fee for
So,
registration?
yeah, so you just have to scan the code and then, you can enroll yourself for the course. We have the timings, which will be shared. The courses are generally on a Saturday, Sunday, in the morning. No, okay, I'm sorry, my bad. It's from Monday to Friday. You just need to let us know what is your time zone, and we'll figure it out for you.
And everything is online. So
Yes.
Okay, I mean now, when you are enrolling, I think there's a fee, like you are reduced from, I'm seeing from 15 rupees
15,000 to
to
9,900. Yes.
9. Yeah,
Yes.
but how would I be able to pay? Should I use a debit card for registration?
If Vinod is here, I mean, can he help us with that query?
Pardon?
No. I'm just asking somebody from the tech team to figure it out for us. Kavita, would you be able to answer that?
You can pay across all the transactions that we have, I think credit and debit. But Simon, I can share the link. Like once you scan it, it will actually show options for you. If the options are not there with you, then you can reach out to us on the email that is shared with you for this webinar. And over the email, we can help you out with the queries. Will that work?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so we have a form
Okay.
also. Over the form also, you can just register, and over there we can then contact you for the payment and all. So no worries, we don't have anything that is not gonna get solved. Just reach out to us, put it out an email, and we'll get back to you on it. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Great. Anybody? Anusha, you have any questions? Niranjan, you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
It's
So are you
okay.
guys going to enroll right now?
Yeah.
Hello. We're looking forward to seeing you guys in the class, okay?
Yeah, it's a important thing for us to understand that especially maths is not all about numbers. And if you have seen the graphic part, the designing part, especially the photoshops that everybody talks about, everything is maths. So this is just one of the way where you will be exploring and learning both the things combining together, because everything is interrelated in this world, and this is one of those parts. If you have any questions, do let us know. Aditya, you want to add something here before we end up?
No, ma'am. I'm cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, guys, for sparing your Sunday morning with us, and we look forward to seeing you in our classes from 23rd of December. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.